Aerodrome Finance price update. Yes, today I will show you at which prices and at which exact moment I'm gonna sell my entire Aero position. My name is mikemadz. Let's start this video. Before I start the video, every like and every comment matters. The more people engage, the better for the video, the better for the entire community, the better for our tokens, Aerodrome community and base community. Make some noise. All right, let's stop wasting time. Let's jump straight into it. Of course, main topic is going to be Aerodrome today. It happened here. The most important catalyst for Aerodrome is done deal. Now, the most important question is, now what? What's next here? A true 100x base microcap, guys, you should not be sleeping on. I want to cover today Aerodrome price prediction. What is next for the price? Is a pullback coming, or are we just simply gonna head higher? And one of the most important things here to focus on today, how and when to take profits here and when to sell your entire Aerodrome bag in this cycle here. Now, starting off with Aerodrome, of course, it happened, guys. The most important catalyst of this cycle and my main thesis played out. It's done deal. And of course, markets are forward looking. So this is already a played out trade. And we have to look at now what is next for the Aerodrome token. Now, Aerodrome and Coinbase, handshake, every asset, every pool, every launch on base, starting today. If it is on Aerodrome, it is on Coinbase, guys. This was my main thesis for Aerodrome. Seeing it integrated, seeing it played out is an absolutely beautiful thing. Now, of course, in the short term, this is already priced in. Again, markets are forward looking, but we'll have to see what are the implications here in the long-term picture view and what can happen here for the token price if this is really completely plays out here. Now, as you can see here also from Alexander, we're now approaching close to 100 inbound projects here. So many projects are jumping on this bandwagon, and long story short here, this trade has played out, guys. And actually, just like I told you, once this news is gonna drop here, it's gonna reprice higher very, very fast here. This is already done deal. Now, what is the most important question here as an Aerodrome holder? Now, of course, this flywheel is just gonna kick off right now, and volume and etc. is still increasing. So we're still early, but this thesis here and this trade per se is already done deal. Now, what is pretty simple, guys. We just simply go back to cycle thesis here into market structure and the rotation game. This is it here. As you can see here, path to alt season. Believe it or not, we had this cycle. We haven't even come close here to any significant real alt season here. And this fact alone should be super motivating here, especially as an Aerodrome holder. So now what? It's just simply letting the cycle play out and letting liquidity flow like it usually flows. As you can see here, phase one is usually always Bitcoin. In the last year here, Solana took the show here from Ethereum, but now we are seeing the market structure here like we know it. Ethereum is showing strength here, and usually when Ethereum here starts to go into price discovery, head into new all-time highs, new investors or even OGs will see, okay, Ethereum, risk to reward for Ethereum at 5K doesn't make sense anymore. I have to go down the risk curve, large caps first and then mid caps, and this is where Aerodrome will start to shine, guys. And this will be the time here where Aerodrome will see new all-time highs, and those price prediction I always cover here on this channel here. So now what? Just simply let the cycle and let the liquidity flow like it should flow. Of course, narratives can come along the way, and of course this narrative here is super bullish here even for the long term, but this trade is done per se. Okay, now coming to a true 100x microcap on base here. And of course, I'm talking about Pokpok. Yes, I still want to cover this project, and yes, nothing has changed. And yes, I still believe this is a sleeper project for many, many reasons here. Now, let's keep it simple. First, for people that maybe don't know here, Pokpok is an options trading platform here that makes it fun and easy to do so. Okay, massive industry, very, very important. Options trading here in general, not just in crypto, is a massive industry here with a lot of monetary power here involved. Okay, step number one. Step number two, you're still early here. Okay, as you can see here, some industry leaders believe that options trading is still in its early stages of growth here. Now, perps trading, leverage trading is very well known, and of course a massive industry. Options, not many people go into options trading yet, and especially in crypto, you are still very, very early. And I still think here this thesis has massive upside potential, and Pokpok here making it easy to do so is an absolute game changer here. As you can see here, any damn fool can make something complex. It takes a genius to make something simple here, and this is where I think Pokpok shines here. Pokpok thesis simplified, make options easy and fun in a gamified way. Okay, now we know the PEG token, we know Pokpok, especially if you follow my channel, but now they're launching something on virtuals here, the CTDA launch, as you can see here, backed by virtuals and already being pushed here by virtuals. I have high hopes here, and I think this can have massive upside potential. Now we'll talk about the price mainly, but of course here the utility of this token is going to improve Pokpok and the PEG ecosystem in general here. Now, as you can see here, or simplified version basically, CTDA is going to be the brain here of this entire AI vault system that Pokpok is delivering here, where it's automated trading for you, options trading for you, and CTDA is going to be the main token of that. And of course, the utility here is something that makes me absolutely bullish on it. First of all, it's being pushed by virtuals. Second of all, it's actually being published on virtuals, and many AI agent tokens on there reached 100 million plus valuations. And one of the most important things in my personal opinion is just simply the utility. As you can see here, 60% of the generated fees here will be used for buybacks for CTDA directly. And as you know here, I'm a huge fan of buybacks. Why? Because they're supportive of the chart here, and usually charts with buybacks tend to have a brighter future, either in the short term or long term. I personally think here, the launches today, we'll see how it goes. I think this is going to be an absolutely great launch because many people are talking about it. My entire timeline is basically about it. And now also with virtuals pushing it, I think you should have a look at it. Okay. Now, coming back to Aerodrome here. Aerodrome price prediction and what is next here. Let's get back here to the chart. Everything played out like I actually covered in my previous videos. I said, if we hold the bull market support band on the weekly close, we're gonna teleport up here to the highs basically within weeks. And fast forward here, while most people gave up, we're actually back above $1 here for Aerodrome. Does it mean here that in the next couple of days we're gonna shoot to all-time highs? That's not what I'm saying. Let's take it step by step again. Now, the most important thing is the bull market support band is curling up, which is I'm a huge fan of. Why? Because the bull market support band are two respected EMAs here in the bull market and tend to get retested here. And as you can see here, we went from 70 cents here to over 88 cents here. So worst case scenario, if we are still in a corrective phase here in the short term, we need to hold 88 cents here. So people that bought down lower here, I would keep a look at that, keep an eye on that. 88 cents. If we hold 88 cents, all-time highs are on the horizon. I think here also, just like I said here, this is the time for Aerodrome. And I also show you a different chart here that actually backs that. So I still expect Q4 or early Q4, Aerodrome is going to be at all-time highs, guys. Still my expectation here. Now, taking a look at the most important chart here again for Aerodrome, and it also played out beautifully here. As you can see here, this is the Aerodrome to Ethereum chart, beautifully held this trend line here. And since then, Aerodrome is actually showing strength against Ethereum. This is one of the most important things to have, guys. You don't want to hold a micro cap that's not even outperforming Ethereum. Does not make any sense here. Either way, Aerodrome held this trend line. We're moving higher, and one of the most important things right now here is a weekly close above the bull market support band, even on this chart, and Aerodrome is going to shoot higher also against Ethereum. So Ethereum going higher, Aerodrome outperforming Ethereum. You can see how Aerodrome in the short term can go to $4. So this is still my expectation. Again, Q4, I think all-time highs, then maybe consolidation. One more push higher, okay, in a parabolic fashion, and then I think here this is it for those coins, okay. Now for the cycle, of course. Now getting to the most important part here, something I have been asked here quite a lot: how and when to take profits here. Now covering that, you have to have a ground outlook on how you view cycles here. Some people think this 4-year cycle structure is not in place anymore. Some people believe yes. I personally still believe so. Why do you think so? Because the history is showing you this is usually how cycles work. Now, what are cycles? Cycles, of course, are binded to the liquidity cycle, can be binded to the election cycle. There's reasons why we have 4-year cycles. And even going back to the stock market here, even in the, I think, 1950s or 60s, 4-year cycles have been a thing here. So I still am a believer that the 4-year cycle thing will play out here. What does that mean here for crypto? This unfortunately means here, and this is an unpopular opinion, which is fine for me, we are in the late stages of this bull market, guys. Believe it or not. Now, there's gonna be some people here that claim otherwise. They will wreck you in the comments. They will think like they will put you on the spot. They will make you feel like they know better. But guys, most of those people are, first of all, late joiners, okay, that want more upside. And second of all, mostly they are first cyclers here, expecting the bull market to continue forever. I personally tend to ignore those people because I've been there, I've done it. I was one of those people in prior cycles. Usually it gets you absolutely wrecked here. So let's understand first. I think here we're still on the four-year cycle structure. I still think here we are at the late stages of the cycle. This is why I think here it is best to start DCAing out Aerodrome right now. Does it mean here that you should go 80% out of the market? No, that's not what I'm saying. You should have your own strategy, but personally, I would take off 10, 15% right now, okay? If you are in profit. If not, then of course it's not an option. If you're in profit, take out 10, 15%. The most important thing is do not reinvest those stables, guys. I've been there, I've done it. If you start reinvesting, reallocating, it usually doesn't end well. So have a plan, make sure to take profits in cash or stables, leave it out of the market. Guys, opportunities will come again. A bear market most likely will happen again, and then you will be happy to have cash here to buy Aerodrome maybe at 10 cents, okay? And one also important thing to note, perfection kills, guys. Don't have this utopic imagination dream that you're gonna time the top exactly with your entire bag. This is a beginner mistake that can or will get you absolutely wrecked, guys. This is why DCA out starting now. Why? Because we already had a massive leg higher. Makes sense to DCA out. Will we go to all-time highs? Yes, I think so. Will we go to new highs? Yes, I think so. Does it mean you should wait with your entire stack to pull it out like a superhero, which usually you only see in movies? Okay, no, very unrealistic, very unrealistic. Perfection kills. Just deal with the fact that you're not going to perfect this trade. Absolutely fine. Nobody does, guys. And if somebody does, it's just lucky situation, and you will be fine here. Okay. At the end of the day, guys, be bullish on yourself. That yields the most returns. Do your own research. Super important. If you have a different opinion, that's fine. If you can back it, and if you're going to execute on it, absolutely fine. I can be wrong. Most important thing is, as always, don't get wrecked.
Guy giving up from blue tops like Mars Simpson, just hard discipline, pot simmering, cooking up, no rocks in the pan, watching the plan form in the sand, bidding castles out of thoughts in our head, late nights, no sleep in my bed, trying to see my dreams manifest. Look at that, now look at that, we nice.